Since moving to Florida, one of my newest little hobbies that I've been getting into is actually going thrift shopping. Now, I've done this before lots of times. I've done previous thrift hauls when I lived in Texas, but I did find myself getting into this pattern when decorating that I was really sticking to Hobby Lobby the most out of any store, and then I got heavily into Amazon, which I still love both of those places. But what I learned, and when I like reflected back to what my house looked like finished back in Texas and then just kind of living here and how my style has evolved just a little bit, I realized that I just needed pieces that had a story to tell. Like when you looked at them, you knew they were unique. You knew that they just, you know, have had a life of their own in a way. So I actually have some pretty fantastic antique and thrift stores in my area. So I've been getting very excited about thrifting. I'm probably going to be doing like a shop with me thrift video, antique video with you guys soon. So if that's of any interest to you, subscribe, stick around. And not only do I do Dollar Tree hauls, but I also do different types of hauls like this one today, and I do decorating videos. And I love decorating for the holidays. So behind me is not actually part of my fall bedding. This is one of the first things that I found on this one thrift hunt, which is this gorgeous Christmas quilt, which has to be, like, this thing has to be a queen or a king size bed size. And I have always wanted one of these, always. And they're just so expensive. And then the thing about quilts is I feel like they're unique, they're handmade, not one really looks like the other, so you just kind of have to stumble upon them by chance. Like, that's just, I think, how it goes. This was marked $49.99. I don't believe that's what I paid. I don't know where my receipt is, but like, I'm just showing you one of the patches here. Like, that is so cute. I mean, I haven't even fully looked at everything yet, but this is an absolutely gorgeous quilt. I am gonna lay it flat on my bed and do an overshot so that you can just kind of see everything. But this was so well made. I don't even understand how something like this ends up in a thrift shop, other than maybe like this person had so many quilts, like this was just one that they decided to get rid of. And just to kind of retell this story in case anyone's interested, but blankets kind of were this thing where I felt like growing up, for whatever reason, whenever I would go to like a friend's house and I would go to a sleepover or something, they would always, like, the moms or whoever would always have like so many blankets to choose from. They were just so pretty and they were just prepared, kind of thing. And you know, that was, for whatever reason in my mind as a kid growing up, that kind of wowed me. Like, I don't know why. And so growing up, when I had Micah, my daughter, I wanted to have blankets. Then I decided to, of course, get into some of the clothing, and I found this plaid top. I believe it's a men's size, which is exactly what I want personally, especially when I'm wearing plaid. For me, I want to be comfortable in plaid. And this is an double X large. I don't know what brand this is. Doesn't really look, I don't know, maybe it's something fancy, I have no idea, but I can tell you it's in such good condition. This was marked $9.99. There's not a color on this tag, so I don't really know, like, if that's what I ended up paying for it. It still has the extra buttons on the inside. Then I saw these pieces, which I think I paid full price for them because the stickers don't have a color to them. It's just like a plain white. And I think that they are just full price. What's interesting about this is that the bottom says Hobby Lobby. So here is this first one that I got. I love this yellow color. I feel like it already has a neutral look, and I love the fleur-de-lis. This definitely leans in towards like a Tuscan element when decorating. So that was marked $7.99, but I'll tell you this, originally at Hobby Lobby it was $39.99, and we'll just assume 50% off of that price, right? So that would be $20, and I got it for $7.99. Still a steal, I have to say. This one was sitting right next to it, and it's red, so this is not a color I traditionally decorate with at all, but I'm gonna go for a base of like a white farmhouse cottage look with elements of green, orange, and red. Yeah, that was yellow, but I think it'll play into like the orange. So those three colors work very well together. So I just found this and I thought I could style it somehow in, you know, shelving or something. This was $19.99, and originally it was $49.99, so $50. So at 50% off, $25, so $19.99 from a thrift store, but it's still like, it's still amazing. So it's very heavy too. So I'm very excited. I'll just kind of hold these up together so you can see. I was kind of hoping for like a green one. And then one of my newest things is just getting books from the thrift store. So I'm gonna show you guys what I found, and honestly I probably could have done a bigger damage than this, but unfortunately I was kind of in a hurry on this trip. If you love thrift hauls, just thumbs this video up and I'll do like a huge fully dedicated one, because I am going to show you guys some stuff from Hobby Lobby. So this book I picked out specifically for its size. So for the spine, which even the spine I'm thinking looks a little small, so I could end up getting a different book, but I want to completely scalp it. I want to remove the book contents, and I just want the frame of this because I want to use it to create my own junk journal. So right now I love doing junk journals, composition books, but there's like different styles I want to do as well, and I want to create my own. But I think it should have been a little bit wider, but we'll see. If not, I know this will end up in my office, which is also serving as my library, my home library. And that video of my office reveal decorating video is going to be up Saturday, so stay tuned for that. So anyways, now let's assume that I am going to use this to scalp. I will still keep the contents of this, and I will just like use it for journaling, because it's just sometimes there's just really cool looking images, you know, and you can just reuse them when you're journaling. So there's that book. Then I got this one. This one, I don't even know what I paid for books. They have their own price. Honestly, it was probably somewhere around 50 cents is what I paid. This book I just thought was beautiful. I just loved this color blue, and it's gonna go in my office. I don't actually know what book this is. Hell or Richmond? I don't know what this is. But there seems to be maps, all kinds of things. You know, you should probably like flip through these books and see if there's like money. I once saw a video, and if this has happened to you, comment down below, but I once saw a video where someone said that if you go to a hotel, you know how they keep a Bible in the dressers next to the bed. If you go through the Bible, like you find like $20. I don't know if that's true or not. That just seemed interesting. So, and a bunch of people in the comments of that video said, yeah, but I don't know. So, and then I found this one. Now this one I grabbed just because I thought it was amazing. This is the new college edition, the American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language. Like, what? Look at this book. I mean, I'm sure the print date is on here, but, and it just has that smell. It is such a cool book. So, I love the side, very pretty. You can definitely style and decorate with books. You know how people will use them for like coffee tables? You can also use them to style in your shelves. I mean, I'm sure you know that. Then I found this one and I just had to get it. I just loved the whole leather binding, and this says Alaska, the Book of Alaska. And it kind of makes me wonder, was this some type of like, are there other states made with the same binding? That would be really cool, because if you know, comment, let me know, because I will then be on the hunt, because I will definitely want Texas as well. So it has all of these like facts about Alaska in here. I mean, it's just such a beautiful book. Like, how did I get so lucky to find something so pretty? So this one's just going to be decorative. Yeah, and just the quality of this leather is insane. So that's it for my book. So 3 of them are decorative. 1 of them is for a project. All right, that's it from the thrift store. But like I mentioned, if you want to see more, definitely thumbs up. And I'm going to do another like shop with me haul video. All right, now I'm going to show you guys what I picked up from Hobby Lobby. So I am prepping for Christmas, and you guys know I've been talking about how I want to decorate this year, and I was going back and forth. I didn't know if I was going to do gingerbread or go back to my plaid. So at this point in time, I'm still unsure, but what I do know is I actually want to focus on a lot of neutrals, and then I'll bring in red. So I know I'm definitely going to have red in my color palette, and I actually have these trees. I have a couple of them from a couple years ago, and I saw that they were out again, and I decided I wanted to go ahead and stock up on them, because I think I'm gonna build whatever I'm doing around these trees. And what's great about them is that if I take them on my plaid route, they'll work. They just have this really pretty country, primitive farmhouse look to them. And if I decide to take them gingerbread route, they kind of also look like gingerbread cookies in a way. Some of my focal pieces. And what I found out this year is that they have multiple sizes. I think the first year I shopped these, I don't think my stores had these smaller sizes. Maybe they did. I don't know. And actually I think I only have 1 brown, and I have more whites, so I knew I needed to get a couple more of the brown. I think they're so pretty. They were, like, the small ones were $18.99, but Christmas is 50% off. I also needed to get some velvet ribbon. One thing that I absolutely love is a classic front house, like in terms of lights, in terms of decor. I like it very simple, very clean, and classic. White lights, warm. I do not like the LED ones that have that like blue tint to them, but I got this specifically, and I will show you guys what I'm doing with this. I will show you my front door this year on the Christmas wreath. But where are the ribbons? So I bought those pre-made velvet ribbons, you know, the ones that you can buy also at Walmart, those just regular with the velvet. I love those because they had that classic look. But what I have found is that the big ones are either too big or the small ones are a little too small, and there's just not that perfect in between. And so with the tails aren't long enough, so I'm gonna cut more ribbon, and you'll see how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add it into the length of the tails, a little DIY. And then I bought a bunch of these ribbons right here, because this is going to be the new addition to my Christmas tree. See, we're gonna add red, and I'm going to add simple red bows with like long tails. I'll throw up a picture if I remember to do this while editing, so you can kind of see my inspiration that I found on Pinterest. But so I got a bunch of these ribbons, and it's going to work because if you guys remember how I styled my staircases in the last several years, I do a simple garland and then I do a red ribbon. So it's all gonna tie in even more together this year. So I got a bunch of those. Then I just saw these little gingerbread guys, the boy and the girl, and they hadn't even unpacked them. My store still had them in the box, and I just grabbed them straight out of the box. Now what I love about them is that they have plaid. Just when I think I know what I'm doing, I don't know if I'm gonna do gingerbread ornaments in the living room or not, but here's what this one looks like. A bunch of dusted glitter. She has on her little skirt. I don't actually know what this is. Does anyone know what that's supposed to be? Is it like Snowball? I don't know really, but here's what the back looks like. She is super cute. She was $18.99, but 50% off. And then here's the boy, which he's cute because he's holding a rolling pin. Maybe she's holding dough. I don't really know. If you know, again, just tell me because I have no clue. I love his little hat. And then you can see all the plaid bits, like his little legs. So cute. Gingerbread is my Christmas kryptonite. So there's that. Then I knew that I wanted to, while going the neutral route, I also wanted to have like a rustic quality. That's why I'm thinking I might lean away from not doing gingerbread in the living room. I might do more of this look. So I found this little bell set and I just thought it was gorgeous. No clue, absolutely no clue where these are gonna go. I did not pinpoint them for the Christmas tree. $17.99, but 50% off. Journaling, you've been following like my journaling and you've been buying my own mystery kits for me, which my Christmas kits are out right now. So definitely go grab them. And I saw these. You can see it's their My Little Christmas section. Go shop in that section for junk journals because you can turn these guys into little charms and tassels like on the side of your journal. I forgot about this. I got this little amber glass face. This is actually for my office. $8.99, but it was 50% off. So I love amber glass. It just has that vintage look for me. And then for my bedroom, I wanted to go a neutral route as well with a little splash of plaid. And so I saw this garland and I really liked it. Has that, like, look, it just automatically fits into my space. And I liked the gold bells. I feel like if I could do my whole house now in my mind, I would go very neutral and gold, like gold bells kind of thing. I also don't know what that sound is. There must be like some type of truck out front. I don't know if you guys can actually hear that, but that is actually it for today's haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I should probably start making some decisions soon on what direction I'm going in for Christmas, because if I go the gingerbread route, I had plans to make a bunch of my own gingerbread houses, and I probably actually still will for my kitchen, but yeah, but in the same point, the way that this house is styled, or just like the layout of it, I haven't found the perfect place to even do a tree in my kitchen. I just don't think there's a spot for it. I mean, I could do like a mini tree on the countertop kind of thing, but I don't know if that's something I want to do. So this house, the layout has definitely kind of like thrown me for a loop a little bit, and but also it's decorating, it's fun, it's the holidays, so I'm sure I'm still gonna have a great time anyways decorating. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.